EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Denver Broncos. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Ready.
53 is the mic.
Score!
Slam!
A run at Sayers' right side. He finds an opening past the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Lucky.
Again, they'll run with Sayers. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Sayers, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Hey, rock it.
On 1st and 10, Bradshaw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And his throw is incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Set, 8, read. Hey, exit.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Now Elway on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
To throw on 2nd down, Bradshaw, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right, and that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Elway. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Gurley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On first down, Elway. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's got room. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Elway. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They run with Sayers, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 16-0, that's the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
Let's go one more.
Looking to throw. Bradshaw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line.
Mike, 45.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Go.
45.
Get it.
Back to throw. Bradshaw rolling to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey.
To throw again. Bradshaw. And it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A run, this is Sayers. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Ready, break.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
On the set. Hey, Foxtrot.
Man, they're not ready for this.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Elway. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Throwing now, Elway on first down. He's got Casper over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Got it.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run with the Hall of Famer Sayers. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 29. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Sayers. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Hey, dude. Go. Let's go. Let's go. Get set. Get it.
Throwing on first down. Bradshaw. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. In for the score. And the Broncos push further out in front. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Come on, set.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but
you don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. They'll wait to throw on second. And off the deflection, it's caught. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
Well, Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Let's go, do it.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. It's some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll try a toss here with Sayers. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here, as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space, because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
On second down, Elway. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. On 1st and 10, Elway. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Elway to throw again. Open man, once again, it's Thielen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Set, ready, 8, read.
Hey, check. 58's the mark.
2.
On first, they'll throw with Elway. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
5.
Elway will throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Bears first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 31.
Hey.
Don't get nervous.
Yo, big rip.
From the gun, Elway. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 22-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet, as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. McCoy's got the first down and more. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Let's go. 90, Wolf.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Ready?
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and that is going to set up third and goal.
Ready? 70, Indy.
54, Mike. And watch that.
Look at me. Zipper.
Mike 5-4.
Operating from the gun, Elway, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown on the season, and the Bears get a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Now. Let's go.
54.
From the gun, Elway. Rolling to his left. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at the 40.
45.
Looking to throw. Bradshaw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23.
Bravo.
Back to throw. Bradshaw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Here we go, D. Here get it.
Operating from the gun, Bradshaw.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. This is taken at the 3. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Come on, D.
To throw is Elway. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Set. 10 Lobo. Here we go. Snap.
On first down, it's Gurley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Here's Elway. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Samson Abuka coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Yes, yes.
Watch the curve, watch the curve. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Hey, Delta. Hit it.
They'll try and throw for it with Elway. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. On first down, Bradshaw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Looking to throw. Bradshaw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Denver. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go.
15-yard line.
Come on, set.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Looking to throw on second down. Bradshaw escaping the play. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Back to throw. Bradshaw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Bullock's kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
It's just me and you.
80 weapon.
It's just me and you.
49, check 49, check 49.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On 2nd down, Elway. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Bears take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
It's not something that we see every game now. Todd Gurley held below 50 yards, and we are in the 4th quarter. Got to give a lot of credit. They've done a nice job of bottling him up.
They absolutely have. And a lot of times he can still find holes, but there haven't been the holes there. The offensive line hasn't created much space. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Elway on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.